Yo, haha, Miltnificent.
What is good, YouTube? Your boy Miltnificent coming back with another quick video. Today we got Soulsfeng Pathfinder in the olive green colorway. This is a great running shoe for a lot of people who like to take long runs, especially if you're looking for something to help keep your joints intact when you go on stride for stride. So many different benefits for a runner, especially the ones that do long distance running. Anything that you're looking for that is shock absorbent is definitely going to be a benefit to you. You don't want to stress your knees when you go stride for stride. So it's one of the things where you're looking for the perfect shoe to get you going. This is definitely the shoe. So let's take a look at this. You got Soulsfeng. They've sent this box, and this is one of the lightest boxes, at least the lightest shoes. And I can tell even by the box, even with the box, that this is probably going to be the lightest shoe on the Miltnificent channel. But this is one of those things where I've never really experienced a lot of running shoes on the Miltnificent channel, but I know a little bit, at least enough about them, if that makes sense. This is a size 13. You can see right there, man. Since 2017, they have created some of the most innovative shoes in terms of technology. I did the Futura heated boots not too long ago. And listen, Soulsfeng, you guys keep doing your thing, but I got to take a look at your running shoe for the first time. So let's kind of open this up, and immediately I can see the details on this shoe that could be benefit to a lot of people who actually run. So the person that likes to run, stay with me real quick. Let me take this out. Ooh. And I can tell just based off the materials, this is definitely the, oh man, this is light. This is definitely lightweight. You'll see the details right here. But when you're looking at the shoe as itself, I can see that there's a lot of benefits to something like this, especially if you're a runner. If you run at night, and I've seen a lot of people just hit the streets at night, but you're worried about having or being seen, in addition to wearing reflection gear or reflective gear, this has 3M paneling all over. So even at night, you can actually see kind of like a demo of what I'm talking about. You can see like the 3M paneling that they put at least on the heel, as well as the laces and the toe box. The upper, and I can just feel this immediately, it's going to have so much breathability because it has lightweight mesh. And then you'll see a demonstration right here where you can see the light exposed. But this is definitely something that will not only keep you seen at night, but in terms of breathability, you won't have to worry about your foot sweating, anything like that. But this is the part that I'm talking about, which is most important. And it's their foam midsole, or at least nylon, that you can see towards here. It's like a nylon foam combination that is kind of supportive with the whole rubber outsole. I like what they did here is because they made the majority of the shoe nylon in terms of the midsole. And the reason why this is important is because as you're taking your foot, and you'll see a video right here, if you're taking your stride for stride, you need something that's going to absorb the shock. The more foam and nylon that you have built across that midsole will be complemented with the actual outsole, which is rubber. The outsole is not thick, it's thin. It's thin for a reason, because the foam, as you can see, is still exposed, but the rubber is still exposed on the outsole kind of long enough to kind of meet the ground without the foam being exposed to the ground. In other words, when you look at the whole outsole as itself, it's enough to keep the foam from hitting the ground and impacting it, but it's enough to keep your foot from absorbing, kind of penetrating down on the actual midsole before you rise up. So it keeps the foam intact. This is kind of protecting the foam from getting damaged. So from an engineering concept, I feel like this is something that you're definitely going to benefit from. And if I'm not mistaken, the insole is definitely shock absorbent too. This is basically how thin it is, but how effective it's going to be when you take a stride for stride run in Soulsfeng's Pathfinder. Now this is the olive green colorway. If I'm not mistaken, they have a triple black, and I think it's something called War, Ready for War, if I'm not mistaken. But all in all, I am very impressed by this. I did have a chance to actually use this, kind of walk around, run around, jump around as a person that's like my age, and I'm still jumping at its highest peak without feeling minimal impact on my knees. This is something that's definitely going to be beneficial to you. Of course, you got the Soulsfeng branding towards the siding, both on the actual medial and lateral side, flat laces. You even have kind of like a, just think about it, just like a strap, right? Kind of like a guide. So when you put your foot in, it's actually really easy to slide your feet in. So you won't have a problem with that. But I feel like the benefit for this overall is its impact to you as a runner. And trust me, there's different types of companies that do different types of things. But when you look at what Soulsfeng brings to the table, it's just one of those things where it's like, okay, how can this get any better for me as a runner? And as a runner, I can tell you right now, if anybody who's running, this is all you need to keep yourself going for long distance at a time without putting strain on your knee, if that makes sense. But your boy Miltnificent, man, Soulsfeng, the Pathfinder, in the olive green colorway. Hey, let's do this on feet. And you can see right here, man, just look at that. Look at the details, the subtle details they put in engineering concept to make sure that your step-by-step is going to be one of the most cloud-like feeling that you'll ever have in a shoe. You guys, stay blessed.